Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground.
Defense will take over.
His offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Dropping back, it's Watson. He's got the tight end. Got room at the 35. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rainbow Warriors offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot.
Coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Rainbow Warriors are moving.
All right, the kid's starting to make some points.
Give to the running back.
That was kind of a
And
guy.
a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on
Defense
first down,
definitely not
2nd and
having the
5.
same game they did last time.
He's got it on the right. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Right, this blitz look, I think right here,
Looking to go up top on
feeling
first
good.
down. Got him downfield. He was working his way
Nice
toward
one.
that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after
This
they
is
get up top.
this guy's turning into my Travis Hunter. My corner. It's like my #1 corner right there, playing receiver.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going.
I don't know
out
what I was
and
thinking
doing
with that
jobs.
kick
You saw
right
the
there.
offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Good show, boys.
Nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football.
3rd and 27. If we allowed them to convert this,
Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient.
that would be
The
bad.
quarterback making the big tackle.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's Watson. Didn't
Nice
have
job.
anything working.
Nice
and
job.
just
Let's
had to
take
throw it
control
away
of
on
this
3rd down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play.
runner,
The
this man is
defense
not.
brought it to a close. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12.
At least he didn't
Stopped
fumble.
after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I'm really looking for a
A
conversion
3rd
here.
and long coming up here.
I mean, obviously. I think it kind of goes without saying, but you know,
From the gun,
I
wants
feel
to
like it's
pass.
kind of like a gotta have
He
it.
lobs one high down the left side. And it's
And
caught
we got it.
inside the 30.
And then some.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Made the snap
Shoot
and
the
drove
bow.
his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your
It's
job
like
to
with this
do the rest,
QB,
right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running.
But our
Break
receivers
down,
can
it
get
makes it
off of
so
those
easy.
presses.
The connection between quarterback,
We can
wide
score.
receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. The give on the inside. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And
No, they're not. They ain't getting the ball off.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice
We got to
before
turn
being
this
run out of bounds. Hawaii has him back as they send the offense onto the field. The RPO, it's complete. Nothing. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game.
I think we will. I think we will.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They keep attacking through the air. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Garza. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
Oh man. Oh, they just beat the man on that one, didn't they?
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than
At least we get the ball back
They
at
got the
half. We
touchdown.
get
They
a chance to kind of reestablish the tempo of this game. As long as we don't turn the ball over, I think we should be in great shape.
Passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. One more play before the teams head to the locker room.
I got to do it. I got to try it for sure.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Oh,
Inside the 25.
yeah, boy.
What a catch and run for 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right.
Just about set to kick it away.
Feeling a lot better. Got a 2-touchdown lead now.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
Like I said, we can reestablish the tempo of the game. And not only that, just no clock. I mean, let's just, you know, keep this clock rolling. Now, that said, I am going to throw against this. If that happens,
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10.
that happens.
Touchdown Hawaii. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just
Ooh, that was nasty.
A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Hawaii 35. Sam Houston 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Makuba. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Picks up 3. Third down coming.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Watson. Unloads to the right.
Oh, I
Wide
fucked
open
that
downfield.
up.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
That was
than converting on third down.
example of those. Both were examples of where user defending goes wrong.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get it down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Bearcats are flying down the field.
Oh man.
The snap sets up.
See if we can recover. Nope.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown Bearcats. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking like last game's coverage was probably the exception, rather.
They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the back. Nice move there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option, creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Gets it out quickly.
Good catch, Jax.
Get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45.
He blocked
to the
him.
ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's
I don't know how that rhythm got that disrupted, but it was,
that
was rough.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires into the end
That
zone.
was horrible.
And here's the pick. And
That was horrible.
Right now. And he's
Okay, way to put him right back actually in the game.
First down here
Nice
for
job,
the offense.
guys. Let's please play some defense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's
It's a good start.
incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short.
That was awesome. Now we just got to close this thing out right here.
Possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great
Just a
defensive
crushing
stand,
move
guys.
at this point in the game. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Now we can really
Hand
close
off
this
to
thing.
the single running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position.
Nice.
I'm not interested in scoring.
This
right
guy's
away.
making such an
Gotta make sure I
impact
watch
today.
that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. takes it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Watson. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field. You got to go for it.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's on target and complete. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Oh,
nowhere to run on
that
one.
was not their
on the
fault.
carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
It was
They're gonna be
okay.
loading the line of scrimmage, getting
Not
stops
great.
like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning,
Good,
and
I
this
didn't like
offense
that
will
look
be
anyway.
quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they'll
Shaw,
finally get
he's
it
been
down
the guy
after a
today.
Terrific pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you,
that's
will
what I
not
get
be a
to
lot
do.
of fun with these coaches.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack off.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Winning can become
Well,
a
you know,
habit. Now they
wasn't the
won
most
back-to-back
graceful ending to the
games,
game,
probably
but,
building a lot of confidence.
And you want it to be a habit.
It's
That's
a
what you
good
talk
game.
about as a coach.
You know,
You
we
have to
really
build.
had some great plays in
Create
this one.
momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of